mayor earlier this morning said, don't worry, it'll be safe in regards to the parade ending in the Charles River, but didn't elaborate on that. What can we expect to see along the banks to keep people from getting too close to the boats?
We're going to have an enhanced security package with the Marine Division, with Boston Police Marine Unit, Massachusetts State Police Marine Unit, Environmental Police, Cambridge Fire, and the United States Coast Guard. It's going to be a shortened route once we get inside the river. So once the ducks are loaded, put into the locks, they come out of the locks, they're going to go to the Charles River, they're going to go along the banks on the port side of the river, the Boston side. They're going to maintain some more distance from the banks than they were in the past. We don't want any of the fans doing some of the stuff they did last time when they were trying to throw baseballs. We had some people slightly injured, and we don't need that at all. And we've created a security zone from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Coast Guard has created a security zone along with the law enforcement officials. Anyone entering into that safety zone would be subject to arrest. So anyone who enters in a kayak or tries to swim like they have in the past, they'll be subject to arrest. We don't need any of that. We want to make sure we get the city to be able to showcase our great team and have a safe event to get everyone back on dry land as quickly as possible. That procession is going to go under the Longfellow Bridge. It's going to go along the islands that sit in front of community boating, and then head over towards the Esplanade area. Make a slight turn, only for a short period of time, then it's going to go back across the river to Cambridge, where it'll skirt Memorial Drive. It's going to be a really shortened, probably a quarter of the distance it went the last time in 2004. They're going to go back in under the main span of Longfellow, back through the locks.
Are rallies like this, is this easier for you guys to control than putting 1 million people in one spot?
So we saw some challenges when I think it was the Patriots they've won so many our teams. One of those championships, the Patriots were at City Hall, and the crush of the crowd was just overwhelming. I think with the excitement of the Red Sox, what they've done this season, we expect large crowds. And the rally continuing to move enables us to deal with crowd density issues and make sure that we don't have too many people in one place that can cause some disorder or concerns. Or just, how do we get somebody medical care if they need it, if we can't get EMTs in them. So this rolling rally that the mayor's come up with is really phenomenal. They're up high, you get to see them no matter where you are on the route, no matter what size you are, and it enables us to perform our public safety mission at the same time.
So you're not saying people should be aware of bringing that many backpacks anywhere?
Obviously no public drinking, no climb on stuff. We've had folks in the past climb on bus shelters or trees. They're going to fall down. You do what someone else wants to do. The crowd mentality starts. We ask that you don't do any of that. People need to bring stuff, but if you can minimize backpacks, obviously less is better for us. If you have a backpack, keep it with you. Please don't leave something on the ground, and then we have to go find the owner after 20 minutes of our resources being diverted to make sure it's not a problem item. And we want to engage the fans of Red Sox Nation. Truly the fans of Boston, as they were the other night during the celebration, they can help us police their brother and sister fans. They can keep an eye on things and let us know if there's trouble. We'll have officers out in high visibility vests, and if there's any problem, something that isn't right to you, please let the officers know. Contact us on Twitter if need be. Call 911, and we'll take care of that problem for you.
How do people feel safe knowing that you have that density along with you and you're not having any
I didn't say we're not going to have backpack control. I said just say we're trying to minimize the number of backpacks we have to deal with. We have our special operations team, our bomb detection units, will be out in force, working those crowds, working those areas. The entire event.
Given the fact that the parade is going by what obviously is a memorable spot, 2 spots, are you doing anything visible beyond just speaking to police officers to let people know that don't have to worry about harm?
So our response in any big special event that we've had since then is high visibility, making sure we've got plenty of officers that are visible, that are interacting with the crowd. It's also engaging that crowd to be part of the solution, having that crowd watching for concerns and issues as well. We have our special operations teams who do what they do every day. They will be out in full force making sure that it's a safe environment.
Why the short route on the water part of this parade?
It's a challenging thing to get all of these ducts with enhanced ramps on them with extra weight. We got to try and minimize the people on it. We also saw that the longer the boats were in the water, the fans tried to get closer to the boats. We want to make sure that way everyone can see them at that area, but we don't want to prolong the water event and have a crush of fans. You know, the other thing we don't want is fans who start watching in Fenway Park all rush over to the water, and while the ducks are out in the river, we have a crowd management issue where the fans overwhelm the space that you can watch the event from. So trying to minimize that footprint a little bit.
Superintendent Chief, the MBTA said earlier, you know, they are allowing backpacks. I mean, wouldn't, and how do you guys choose who's going to be randomly searched? Would it have just been easier to just say no backpacks, no bags?
So, you know, I leave it up to the citizens. If you need a backpack, bring a backpack. I'm just saying, from our point of view, the less backpacks we have to deal with, the better off it is. But we're not telling people not to bring them. Just, you know, it's easy for us if you don't need to bring them, right? If you fit it in your pockets and you don't need the backpack, we'll leave the backpack at home. Random searches is going to be based on what we always base our search on. You know, is there something that makes an officer believe something's out of order? Do we have reasonable articulable facts to think that we have a concern there? A lot of what happens, what police officers do every day, is observe people's body language and how they interact. You know, if somebody's not acting right or inappropriate, you might ask them if you can look inside their backpack before they get into the crowded area.
Last question.
Can you say how long? I mean, a lot of people think there might have been a short turnaround from Wednesday till Saturday. But when did you guys exactly start planning a possible parade?
When the mayor announced he wanted a parade with Larry Lucchino at 10 a.m., we began to start planning to make sure that vision was planned out.
And that's enough time?
Absolutely. I have a very talented team of special event planners that work very hard, do amazing work for us every day, and they did what they do best. They're hammering out a plan, both us, the state police, the Coast Guard, our partner, brother and sister agencies. We have some folks who are able to do this. They do it pretty professionally, and they do a great job.
Any numbers you're expecting? Round
I'm expecting number 38 to be somewhere in one of the duck boats. That's the only number I'm aware of.
over a million, I would say, right?
MBTA is saying maybe as many as 2.
Somebody's going to have to get the clicker out and count that day. I mean, this team, this adventure that they've been on this past year with the city, I'd expect we're going to have a large turnout.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr.